I have here a low voltage supervisor board that I've built for my Heltec V4. I'm using this Heltec V4 for meshtastic, and I had previously deployed this as a solar node using the solar panel input that's new for the V4 on the back of the board and a battery pack. What I had found after a series of cloudy days is that the voltage level of the battery dropped below about 3.2 volts. And when it was sitting like that, any attempt to transmit from the meshtastic device, whether it's a trace route or node info request or something like that, would cause it to shut down. But it was on this threshold of voltage where there was enough voltage to restart it. And then after it restarted, it would try to transmit again, which is kind of what meshtastic does. It would shut down again, and you end up in this boot loop. And after several iterations of this, I lost the configuration on the board, so it had to be reconfigured in order to put it back online. So that drove me to build this little circuit, which has a low voltage supervisor built in. And I've got a couple connectors here. These are the same connectors that are used by the Heltec on the solar and the battery input. And this one on the left I've got connected to my bench power supply. That's basically simulating the battery for us. And then this I've got just a female to female jumper going out of the supervisor board into the battery input on the Heltec V4. And then the final connection here is the reset pin. What the supervisor does is holds down the reset pin of the microcontroller on the Heltec V4. So once it detects low voltage, which is right around 3.2 volts, below 3.2 volts, it will hold this reset pin low, and that'll prevent the Heltec from booting up and going into this boot cycle. The nice thing is that the solar charging circuit still works with the microcontroller powered down. So I'll simulate here how this works. So we can see right now, this would be like our battery is at 4.1 volts, which is fully charged. I'll drop this down, and again, right under 3.2 volts is when this tends to shut down. Oops, went a little far there, but I've had it shut down right at 3.18 or so. And you can see it's not coming back online, which it would typically do. We can even bring this up a bit. This will not come back online until the battery reaches about 3.7 volts. So you can see it's not trying to reboot. This gives it some headroom here where your solar panel can charge up the battery pack. And once it reaches about 3.7, then the unit will come back online. The supervisor will release that reset pin. Give it a second here. There it goes. So now I can see that the meshtastic or the Heltec board came back online. The supervisor released the pin.